Alright, so today we're gonna review the OM3. So this is a Basshead's IEM, much like the OM1. So if you're a non-basshead, this video might not be for you. So the OM1 is a super duper bassy earphone. I did recommend that for bassheads, for pure bassheads. But of course, for me, for my personal listening, I do like, mids and highs to be a bit better for me, to be more listenable. And that kind of is fixed now with the OM3. So OM3 is kind of an upgrade with the OM1. Of course, in terms of build, I do like the build here. The lobes is gold in color, which kind of looks nice. Of course, it has that kind of fusible kind of shape. My only issue here is on the ear. It doesn't fit as well as maybe the KZZ-SN or maybe the TRN-BA5 for some reason. So actually, it's kind of a usual kind of shape, but on the ear, I noticed that I did need to move around the IEM to find a good fit. So your mileage may vary on this. In terms of the cable, this is kind of similar than what you get with the KZ cables or TRN cables, but this is a slight notch up. Not that far, because I know it has that gold kind of trims, and it also has that kind of better color with the rose gold kind of color. It's still in the budget category in terms of the cable. Nothing to write home about. Comfort is very good on this. I did like this on the ear for a long listening session because the tips are also good and the fit is okay. For me, stability is also good because of that preform ear hooks. Stability is really good on this for a long listening session. So of course, in terms of the build of this, it's just okay. If I'm gonna nitpick, of course, I would like a better cable on these and also a better fit on the OM3. So in terms of the sound of these, as I mentioned in my intro, I did like this better now over the OM3 because overall the mids and the highs here are better compared to the OM1. And also the OM3 kind of carries some characteristics that the OM1 has. So this is a U-shaped sound. Actually, this has a slight elevation at the mid-range and also bass elevation. So definitely there's a lot of bass here, but in the grand scheme of things, it's still a U shape. So compared to the OM1 is actually maybe 10 dB more bass elevated. So definitely the OM1 is a lot more bassy compared to these. This is a bit more toned down in the OM3. So it's a relaxed and smooth presentation with the OM1. The bass here is not super duper punchy. It's kind of mellow kind of bass. So this is different compared to your TFZ T2. The T2 is a lot more punchy, or the Blonde is a lot more punchy. It's kind of a more mellowed down bass, kind of a more relaxed bass. So whether you like that or not, that will be up to you. So the bass here kind of bleeds in the mix, which makes the vocals and the mids a bit recessed in the mix. However, even if it's recessed, this has actually good mids. So the vocals here have good airiness to it, has good detail also. Not too shouty also, it's in the relaxed side still. The detail is enough. It's more in the thin side in terms of presentation. Still rich also. However, for me, the vocals is a bit too recessed for my taste. So definitely, the bass bleeds to the mids too much for me. So if you're into vocals, I might find this a bit lacking. Highs actually has some micro detail, which is cool. So the extension is also enough. So definitely the extension here is more than the OM1. So there's a lot more highs here compared to your OM1. And also no sibilance inside here, which is nice. However, sometimes the highs can be a bit thin. So sometimes the cymbals can sound tinny with the OM3. The stage is expansive, so big stage. Imaging is just alright, not super duper black and white. Separation is also just average, so not super duper good because of the smooth nature of the sound. Separation is not super black and white. So overall, bassheads will like this. Definitely, this is a bassheads IEM. So if you like bass in your life while still having pretty okay rich mids, also okay vocals and also okay highs, this might be your pick. This is not an all-out bass IEM. If you want an all-out bass IEM, that is the OM3. It's just, all about the bass there. So for me personally, I do find that this is kind of equal for me compared to the VJJB N30. The N30 is kind of a more aggressive sounding bassheads IEM. This is a more relaxed sounding. It will be kind of up to you what you prefer. I do like personally still the N30 more because of the more punchy, kind of lively nature in the sound. But it will be up to you because some people still prefer a more kind of relaxed, toned down IEM, because the advantage of these is there's no fatigue in listening to this for a long listening session. So you can listen for 8 hours without any issues, and that's actually what I like with my OM1. So sometimes when I like bass in my life and no sibilance, I'm gonna listen to it for 10 hours. The OM1 sometimes can be my pick for the day. So that's kind of what you get also with the OM3. It's more in the relaxed category. So some people might like this better over the N30. it will be up to you what you kind of prefer. That is my review of the OM3. Let me know down in the comments below what you think of the OM3 and this review. Also, have you heard of the OM3? How do you like it, not like it? Let me know down in the comments below. I also did a sound test of this, of course, links down in the comments below as well. And also, what do you think of the kind of faster style of review? I'm gonna try this from now on, and maybe it kind of will be more enjoyable for me to make because I'm just talking in front of the camera, and I do like that, you know, that kind of style of review. Let me know down and also in the comments below. And if you have additional questions, let me know also down in the comments below, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Bye.